Hello and welcome back to Muddy Paws Crime Live. As you know, we're doing these for Pet Theft Awareness Week, which ends today. This evening we have Paula Appleby with us, who is the owner of the stolen dog Isla. So welcome, Paula, and thank you for coming on. Okay, so obviously we're doing this as an appeal for Isla. For people that don't know about Isla and the circumstances with regards to her missing stolen, can you let everyone know the breed of Isla and how old she was when she was stolen?
Isla's a white German Shepherd. She was 3 when she went missing. She's now 6. She's been missing 3.5 years, and she'll be 7 in August.
Okay, and what was the circumstances around Isla's theft, and where did it actually happen, and what date?
It was on the 12th of October 2018. It was an evening. I was out, and my youngest daughter was looking after the dogs. She'd ordered a takeaway. And the takeaway driver knew we'd got dogs because he always used to say, "Can you make sure the dogs are in?" And on this particular night, he came in and he left the gate open. My daughter didn't realise, and she let them out, and they went for a wander, which they often did, but they always came back. But this particular night was torrential rain. It was very heavy wind, and I just believe they missed their way. They lost their way. They couldn't smell their scent back. We came back home and we were out till 1:30 in the morning looking for them. Just couldn't find them.
And with the delivery driver, I'm assuming that you got in touch with them straight away.
Well, we didn't because we were in such a state at the moment, and I just didn't know what to do. We was up all night, and I put a post on Facebook, and people were saying that they'd seen Isla, not Izzy, because both dogs went missing. But I was in too much of a state to think about doing anything.
The priority is just trying
Yeah.
to find the dogs, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so how and when did Izzy come back?
Izzy came back the next morning. It was about 11 o'clock. We'd been out all morning looking for them, driving around, walking the streets, walking the fields, because it's a semi-rural area where we live. And she was walking along the A5 by Dobbies, and a lady stopped because she saw Izzy, and she opened her car, and Izzy just jumped straight into her car. And she was soaking wet. She was filthy, but she was traumatized. It was awful.
Right, okay. Out of the 2 dogs, Izzy and Isla, were they both quite good with strangers, or was there any aggression?
They were good with strangers. Isla was a bit more reserved. It took time for her to come round. She used to have to come to strangers. She was just used to stand back, where Izzy was, Izzy was Izzy.
Oh.
So
And is Isla microchipped?
she is microchipped, yes, yeah.
And have there been any scans on her microchip since she
No,
was
none at
stolen?
all, no. And I've contacted the chip company. Well, I contact them regularly, and nothing's been scanned. So,
Okay. And did you contact the police when it happened?
I did contact the police, but they said because she was missing and not stolen, it wasn't something that they would do. But I have had contact with the police since, different areas where dogs have been found. So they've got all her details. And some of them have been really understanding. And there was one particular lady from Cannock, police lady, that if she saw anything, she would share it and contact me. So
Yeah, I mean, if there are raids that I'm aware of, obviously I send I call them Muddy Paws crime dogs,
Yeah.
including Isla, to them, and I do ask them to keep them on file also.
Thank you. Thank you.
But obviously also recommend owners too. It's just if I send an email with like 40 dogs on, at
Yeah.
least I have those 40 dogs in one email rather than having to sift
Yeah.
through. But still
Yeah.
encourage
Yeah.
everybody to
Yeah.
still email. So with the police, obviously in your area, did they not give you like an incident number or anything
They
like
didn't,
that?
no, because they said she wasn't stolen. I couldn't prove that she was stolen. I
Please.
believe because we had many sightings, or people said that they'd seen her, but they're unconfirmed sightings. There was no photographic evidence or anything. I just believe that somebody picked her up and has kept her.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the delivery driver you said had come to you regularly,
Yeah,
so to leave the gate open is pretty negligent, to be
it
honest
it
with you.
is. Yeah, yeah,
And you know, from looking from the outside, I would think one of the things the police should have probably done is to get in touch with the delivery company, because obviously this also could be, was it a planned theft?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we do need to remember as well, anyone watching, if whoever does have Isla or knows anything, a theft by finding is also a criminal charge too. But you know, Paula wants Isla home, so if you do have information, I'm sure she'll let you know. There'll be no comebacks. Just let
Yeah.
Isla go home
We
and
have
give
a
information.
reward for her, and any information and the reward, I don't care. I just want her back.
Of course.
Money's irrelevant.
Yeah. And did you register Isla on like lost dog group sites?
Many dog lost sites, yes, I have.
Dog
Yeah,
warden, vets were all
yeah,
made aware.
yeah, I
Okay.
have.
And
Found all the kennels and everywhere. Yeah.
yeah. Was there any pet theft in the actual area that you was aware of at the time or found out
Not
after?
at the time. There have been some very recently. Well, one was 12 months. Two cocker spaniels from the next village to us that have been stolen. And other dogs. I think there was another one the similar time to Isla, and that was oh, I've forgotten her name. There's another cocker spaniel that's missing.
Mm.
Oh,
Karen Fields just saying, how old is Isla now? I think, did you say 6?
she's 6. Yeah, she'll be 7 on the 4th of August.
Yeah, so she was 3 when she got
Yeah, yeah.
stolen. And so the support that you got from, obviously, if the police didn't give you any incident numbers, I'm guessing you didn't have any support from them.
No, no.
Did you find that you got a lot of support from like the lost dog groups and the
Very
Facebook
much
groups?
so. Yes, yes, very much so. Yeah.
On
Yes, they came out and they talked to me. They were great. Yeah.
good.
Helped me with posters. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to ask actually. So with the posters, did you have your actual personal phone number on there, and did you get like hoax calls or any
Oh,
leads?
really awful hoax calls that she was dead. That were they were if I didn't pay the money, they were going to send her for to be a bait dog. Oh, awful. One said that she'd just run her over at the top of the lane, and oh, honestly, some
Just don't
really
know.
awful people.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
You go through enough as it is without that on top.
So those have all been registered with the police. I mean, they have registered those on her. Her details are kept with the police, and they have logged those, although they haven't given me a crime
That's
number.
one good thing.
Yeah.
Karen Fields just asking, have local papers or radio stations been helpful to you at the
Yeah.
time, maybe after?
Yes, they were. I did contact the local papers, and they put a little advert, not a very big one. But then there was Cannock Chase Radio. They were really good. They put out numerous what do you call them?
Appeals.
Appeals, yeah. That's it. Sorry, my mind's gone.
No, I can imagine it's fine. I know it drags up old memories, but
Yeah,
we're very keen to get the dogs out in the media again that have been missing for a while.
yeah,
They are quite often the ones that may have been rehomed.
yeah.
If you have a dog like Isla, if you've bought a dog like Isla, from when she went missing, stolen, then please get in touch with Paula. Isla belongs to Paula.
I
So
just think she hated being on her own, so I just can't imagine what she's going through. I mean, she loved her Izzy. It's
yeah,
awful.
I know, I
She
know.
missed Izzy, and then Izzy never got to say goodbye to her because she died before Isla could come
Sorry.
home. It was horrible, heartbreaking for her. Izzy, she pined for her all the time. It was horrible, terrible.
I was just going to touch on the impact that it has had on you and your family. And of course, when there are other animals in the household, they also suffer too.
Isla suffered terribly. Yeah, I mean, I didn't sleep. I was out day and night looking for her. I wrote my car off because I was looking for her one day, 3 days after she'd gone missing, and I wasn't thinking, and I pulled out on a lorry. Luckily, I was fine. My car wasn't, but you can replace metal, can't you? It's
Yeah.
just, it's just not been able to focus. It's awful.
Mm. You're going through a grieving process,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's this is, we want to show, as well as whoever has these dogs, but also the authorities that they need to step up,
they
and
do.
show the impact that it does have on families. So going from that, what would you like to see the government address with regards to pet theft?
I, I think pet theft should be a crime, not just for an item of personal belongings. It should be a separate crime for pet theft. And I think that the government should make all vets scan every dog that goes into their practice, regardless of whether they know the owners or not, because one of those dogs could be one of our dogs that are missing.
Well, exactly. Um, I had a comment. Sorry, because they're moving up. Tina Towers, have you or did you also send posters to groomers? Which, yeah, groomers as well as vets, and that is a good shout, actually, Tina.
Yeah,
Groomers in sort of like the area and the surrounding area.
I did, yes, yeah. I put posters up everywhere, this area where we live and beyond, and people kept pulling them down.
I don't understand that. One of the owners that I'm helping, past this owner, he's having the same issue in the Thirsk area,
I
where
don't
people keep
understand.
ripping the posters down. It's ridiculous. They're members of the family.
Yeah,
You know, posters do help. Um, so obviously, when people are looking for a dog such as Isla, uh, to obviously your own dog, but anyone looking for white German shepherds, then to us they may look the same. So is
yeah.
there any like distinctive markings that Isla
She
would
has
have?
she has a really pale pink nose, that goes up into from her nose up her snout, into a point, which goes darker. She's got beautiful amber coloured eyes, really pointy ears. I've never seen another dog with such pointy ears. She's just beautiful, and she's very petite as well, very slender.
Mm.
She's not a stocky dog. She's so she's probably changed by now, but that's
It,
all.
gi- it gives people an indication to some of her markings, but also people please think back 2 3 years ago. Did you see a dog like Isla? Did you buy a dog like Isla? Did your friends, your family, your neighbours, come across and suddenly you saw them with a dog like Isla? Please, please, please get in touch. Tina Towers just saying, do you follow up dogs of a different colour? Because I know it's horrible. Dogs have been died. Their fur's been dyed to try and disguise them.
I haven't had many shared, to be fair, that of different colours.
Yeah, maybe that's something that everybody else can look out for you, because obviously, even if the colour was changed, there are certain other things for people to look at, like the eyes and ears. So if people do have information, Paula, what is the best way for them to get in contact with you?
On my mobile, message me, phone me, or on Isla's page.
I'm just going to share my screen to show Isla's page on Facebook. So this is the lovely Isla. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is Isla's Facebook group, Dog Isla Lost/Stolen ST19. Has 2,000 members at the moment. Please let's help get that up and get it shared around media as much as possible. Lots of photos of Isla on the page, as well as some videos. Are you okay if I just play a couple of these videos, Paula?
Yeah.
Not the stick. This one shows the slenderness of her body as well, on the underneath. Bless her. Okay. So we would encourage people to go onto Isla's Facebook page and take a look through the photos, think back, if you are in the area, if you saw a dog like that. Obviously we do know that most dogs don't stay within the area. So nationwide, please keep looking for her. Is there any also we would say if anybody doesn't want to get in touch with the group, we're happy at Muddy Paws Crime for you to get in touch with us confidentially, and we'll obviously give Paula any information also. Is there anything else that you wanted to add, Paula?
No, just that the money, I don't care, they can have the money. I don't want to ask any questions. I just want a home.
Yeah. So, if you do have information, if you have Isla, please, please, please get in touch. You've ripped a family apart. If you've bought Isla and you didn't realise she was stolen, then take her to a vet, take her to a rescue, take her to a safe place and get in touch with Paula. Let her go home.
Please, please.
Okay. We'll do what we can for you, Paula, to support you as always. And
Thank you.
we ask everybody watching now and watching in the future, please get her shared around as much as possible. Let's get her home. My next live is with Angela Casali at 7. The family member of the missing and stolen dog owner. Sorry, I'll get the words out in a minute. Angela Casali, the family member of the missing stolen dog Enzo. At the end of Angela's live, it will be our final one of Pet Theft Awareness Week. So we will also be showing our main trailer for Muddy Paws Crime. That trailer that we put together, Paula is actually part of that. So there is obviously, Paula speaking in that also, with some photos of Isla. So I'd encourage you to watch that also and share that around as much as possible for beautiful Isla. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Paula. I know it is really difficult, but we just want to show everybody the impact that it's having. Get Isla face out there again for you. She's been missing 3 years. She needs to come home.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you again at 7.